A little late start on the day, but we're going from the El Poblado neighborhood to Comuna 13. Our guide Andreas is from Medellín and will teach us about this district. As you can see from the balloon in the elevator, happy International Women's Day. First we head to a rooftop bar where we enjoy the stunning views of Medellín. Comuna 13, or District 13, as it would be translated, is a neighborhood full of art that tourists flock to, but this hides a darker past. During the 80s and 90s, drug traffickers controlled much of this area, and it was prized because it was in the west of the city, which was the last point before the road to the Pacific and other drug smuggling routes. This area was contested by several factions, not only the narcos, but the FARC rebels, the ELN, which were left-wing guerrilla groups, as well as paramilitary forces and the military. Operation Orion, launched in 2002 by the military, reduced the power of the FARC and ELN, but this was replaced by the paramilitaries. From the mid-2000s to the 2010s, the paramilitaries were demobilized and investment began to pour into the area. Some of the investment included infrastructure such as public transit, as well as escalators, which are definitely a help to get up to the more scenic views. Now, Comuna 13 is a cultural hub filled with people, businesses, and art. Speaking from a Canadian perspective, I feel that some Canadians take for granted that there's been continued peace on Canadian soil for over 200 years. The effects of civil war and violence can be long-lasting, and I find it remarkable how in 2 decades, Comuna 13 has changed from a violent place to a thriving cultural hub. That said, it should be noted that there are signs of the violent past and present still in place in Colombia. Police, just like in Mexico, wear black masks to obscure their identity, and I did not film it, but I did see police officers driving motorcycles that had their blood type on the arm of their uniform. Here we are ascending on the covered escalators, of which there are many. Here we are with a frozen passion fruit popsicle. Very good. While I did experience several outdoor covered elevators, it's important to note that this network, installed in 2011, consists of 384 meters of escalators. There are many offerings in Comuna 13. You can eat, drink, buy souvenirs, and of course dance and party. This mini nightclub had an extraordinarily happy DJ. We're almost near the highest section, at least that we visited, of Comuna 13. How does a modern man mulch sugarcane, you ask? We're almost at the top, and there continues to be surprises here in Comuna 13. And now we've arrived at our final destination. Because who doesn't love Scrooge McDuck? As you can see, an up-close personal picture with the sun will be 3,000 Colombian pesos. And now we descend. 3 of my new friends took this rather to heart.
Go for it, same time. 1, 2. It's a tough climbing wall they got here.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of Comuna 13 in Medellín, Colombia. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.